Hello and welcome to WOW's Operation Replays. This is your host Lord Holland, and today I have a Graf Spee gameplay for you. Now, as you all know, I published my how to perform in Tier 6 on the Graf Spee. Graf Spee. Now, as you know, Graf Spee does have Scharnhorst gun, so it's a big ass. Well, it is basically a battleship at Tier 6. A mini battleship. Now, I do have the national camo on here with the national awards. It's one of the things I did buy before the economic boost, or economic thing. In hindsight, I wish I had bought more ships and had bought all the bonuses for him. I really wish I had done that, but it's whatever now. But I bought this one for sure. But you're going to see how the Graf Spee really works against double carriers and double subs. And it is a hell of a game. And it's one of those almost back and forth kind of matches. And you'll see why this ship was removed. And you can't get her no more. She is a very strong powerhouse. Now again, these are always usually on my stream. On my Twitch stream. So if you want to hear the unedited version of, everything going on, you can look it up on the Twitch stream, but if you want to have the edited version, feel free to look it up on YouTube. As I believe there should be, some professionalism, but also we all can't be professional. We're all human. And this is a game, and we all, cuss and rage and do everything. So, I'm not perfect. I'm like a normal player. But I do know what I'm doing. Now see, the Gaede smokes up, forgets he has Hydro, and could easily kill this Ginevri, but he really screws up. Like, I don't know if what would happen, but we see right there, we lose our Pensacola. The Ginevri is basically able to wreck the Gaede, which is really sad. Especially since he had cruiser support, and he couldn't spot it. I have battleship shells coming in, I'm not worried. It's just from a Queen Elizabeth, it's whatever. The Gaede's gonna go down. So, less than 3 minutes in, we're down 2 ships. And that hurts. And we're going to lose more ships soon. So, it's not looking too good. And you'll see exactly what happens to this poor little Devonshire. I have planes coming in. It is a Serov. I am worried because the Serov is a very strong carrier. But you've got to know what you're doing. And right there, we lose the Monahan. We're only 4 minutes in and we're down 3 ships. So it's not looking good. Shots out on the Devonshire. 22,000 on him. And his health just goes by. Now I'm able to turn in and just basically make all those torpedoes duds. He basically wastes his strike on me. I try to do a follow-up shot to get it up. My Arizona Merc follows up with shots behind me, and we take out the Devonshire. Now that Gaede is in my Hydro range. He is detected by my Hydro. And I really should have, but I didn't know if the Remont would spot him. I wanted to make sure he would get down. But again, a fire on a Graf Spee, still a cruiser, but it's like a mini battleship. So it only takes like 30-second fires. So it's not like horrendous. I DCP even though there is a queen and the Aoba, which can burn me. So it is a little scary. I'm not shooting the Aoba just yet, because he's just maneuvering. There's no point. Our carrier goes in. He has to dodge that. He makes the salvo. He makes a turn. My shots are out. 15,000. His health just disappears. And our Arizona follows up with his shots and basically picks up the Aoba. That's how you set up those cross shots. Those cross shots are getting set up so basically no matter which way they turn, they're being deleted. And as you can see, I'm pushing on the two carriers. I can kill this New Mexico, or this Queen Elizabeth, but I do have a sub there. And that is slightly worrying. Now, they do kill our Vermont and the Cachalot. And you see that the torps are literally right there. Had I probably not DCP'd that, he could have, homing torped me. Again, double fires. Again, it's not horrendous. I drop torps because these are decent torps. And he's literally right in front of me. Literally right there. And I just skim by those depth charges. Or those torpedoes. And our sub is so nice to take out the Queen Elizabeth. That saves me quite a bit. That helps me a lot. If I had my hydro, I would have spotted that sub. I wish our CV had been able to spot. Wish Homicide would have dropped a fire just so I could have kept firing on that carrier. But he wanted damage, so the carrier goes dark, which is unfortunate. And then I have to literally turn all the way around and drop a depth charge on this. Fortunately, he's not in the position to use his back ones on me, because I'm sailing basically perpendicular to him. And I get a direct hit on him, which basically takes his health away. Now, as you can see, we're down 6 ships. It's not looking good. They got Fubuki, the Pan Am, U-69, New Mexico, and double carrier. So it's 6 versus 6. Well, it was 7 versus 6. And we do lose our battleship right there. So, we're at 5 and 6 now. And I'm trying to get those shots out on that carrier to try and knock it out. But between the CV and my shells, we do knock out the Ryujo. So right there, they've lost half their air support. And the Fubuki's coming down the middle. And our CV is literally right there. So Homicide has to take evasive actions. And our sub is saying he'll get D. Because he's going back south. I can go to C now. Because I can take this CV and basically take most of that team. But I'm trying to help keep our CV Homicide alive. He's basically at this point hand controlling his ship. Well, sides for the bombs. We do lose our Ryujo, which is unfortunate. So we're down. Well, at this point it's 4-4. So, and it could be. We could have just lost our CV. He takes one torp, and then I'm thinking, okay, he's going to probably die. He skims right by it. But you see, the CV could have came in. Look at that. Look at the health. That is only 6,000. That Serov could have killed Homicide. But look what he does. He decides to come for me. He doesn't go for the CV, which he should. I thought he would kill. He swings in for me. Because he knows that I'm coming to see, and I'm the one that can kill him. So he's like, I better take out this guy instead of taking out the carrier. So Homicide basically gets away. So right there they have, well, slightly cost their team, you know, they cost their team quite a bit. Because they didn't take out the carrier, so they lost that final amount. And our CV is still pushing away there. Now, we see the Serov pop up. And he is sitting broadside still. Not even moving. Homicide goes in with his rockets. I pop mine. I go in with my planes. He drops. Between the two of us, we basically half-health him. I did about 14,000, so he did, you know, probably 3,000 to 4,000, maybe a little bit higher. But, and I do get a second hit on it, so he didn't move much. But no Citadel, which is unfortunate. He tries to drop torps, and I just turn right into him. And negate him. One becomes a dud, and he can't do nothing to me. Again, they do have the point lead by almost 200. But we're slowly gaining the points back. It's very close. It's close. And that's I didn't, when I was playing this, I was thinking, it's not entirely in our favor yet. It's still pretty damn close. It's close. I've got to get to A and get that cap. And I've got to take C. Again, he is just slightly now moving. But again, Serov is great, and it can kill a Graf, but it takes, you know, you got to know what you're doing. And I just aim, shoot, and double Citadel, boom, he's gone. The Serov and their last carrier is gone. I'm up to 92,000. And I'm not worried about the bombs he's going to send after me. I'm not. He can do whatever damage he wants to me. I got my DCP on cooldown. He sets and he fires. I'm just going to DCP him. And I got the health advantage on this cruiser, the Pan Am, because my guns are bigger than him. I can pin him all over his ship. I'm not worried. And between, you know, our New Mexico and the sub, they can kill basically everything else. They do still have their sub, but there's not much he can do. And that cruiser can't go and help kill the Merc. He has to help secure this side, because otherwise I can basically take their points. So they have to protect their points. But he's just steaming right into me. Again, bad shot. I do pick up the cap. I'm not truly worried. We did pick up shoulder to shoulder and brothers in arms. Our CV kills the U-69, so it's literally just 2 ships versus 4. 5,000 straight into his bow. So I have a double his health, so I'm not truly worried. I do worry that he'll Citadel me, but I figure that if I stay angled in, I can manage. At this point, I do make the decision to turn out, because even if he does Citadel me, it's not like, oh my god, I can still win. I get a nice 12k salvo on him. We pick up General Offensive the second time, and we pick up a coordinated Kraken, and I pick up High Caliber. So right there we're looking at double General Offensive, Strike Team, Shoulder to Shoulder, Brothers in Arms, High Caliber, and a coordinated Kraken. So, right now, we're looking at basically a division carry with our sub. Between the four of us, we've sunk like literally most of the enemy team. And we're going to pick up this kill. Merc picks that up. So, really good game. That was a lot of base XP right there.
I think he's smart enough that he stays outside of my range.
I didn't get any damage.
You lived the whole game. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah, you lived the whole game.
105,000.
Oh my God! What 100,000 damage in a tier 6 ship? Jeez. Lord's pick.
That was my pick, I thought. Oh,
Did
no.
you pick that one? Oh, it's homicides then. This will have
No,
to be
no,
my last one. Pick a good one, homicide.
Last one.
You picked wisely last time. That was a good one. 500 base XP.
Damn it.